Fire signs, this week, your money forecast for the week of October the 23rd through the 27th has a tie to the King of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, this is an earth sign person, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, or perhaps just the traits of this king are important this week. This is a week where you're going to be focused on your worldly success. You want to establish something, and you're calling upon your leadership skills. Maybe you want to be a leader in your field that you're working in, your industry. You're putting in a lot of hard work, and whatever you're reaping is the result. It's something that you've earned. It could be, the focus is on being a skillful manager or increasing your income in some way. For some of you, this is related to good investments or real estate transactions, things that have to do with owning something tangible and that has some measure of value. So you are putting in persistent effort. You want to climb that ladder, and you want to have protection. You want to have money in the bank, and perhaps you're involved in some money talks. You're looking for new avenues that push you further economically, that enrich you in some way. So this could be a week where you're being very conscientious about what you're doing. Maybe you're getting some financial advice, or maybe you're offering that. So you could have dealings again with financiers, real estate developers, property owners, managers, somebody that is financially secure, a banker, investor, stockbroker. Maybe you're dealing with merchants of some type. But this is somebody who is perhaps a generous person, a person of wealth, or somebody that is preoccupied with financial matters. It could be that there's a focus on providing for the family or protecting someone, or, working toward your ambition with, long, hard hours of work. This is a week where maybe you're forming a partnership of some sort, but you're being very discerning about who that alliance is. You're being selective, very critical. But still, you may be extending yourself in some way, an appointment, some type of engagement, perhaps some kind of proposal is put on the table, and you're connecting to people of like mind. This is a week of practicality and a no-nonsense approach. If there are any ventures on the table, this king is likely to only invest if he feels he's going to get a profitable return on it. Now, there are some control issues with this king. He can be very critical, domineering. And so this is a week that also focuses on strength, how powerful someone is, or what kind of self-esteem is in place, or the need to take some action. Somebody may need to get more grounded. Especially if he's operating in his negative. Now, in the negative, he's, kind of a tightwad, and he resents having to, get up off of that cash. So he may lack compassion, or maybe he's sacrificing love in the name of power or wealth, or he's so hell-bent on his ambitions that he's willing to run over anybody in his path. So this could be a week, if he's negative, where there's some challenges, some frustration, some power struggles, some negative energy tied to being too materialistic, greedy, or stingy, or working too long. Now, this is related to solution. The solution is at hand to a dilemma you currently face. People of influence will provide answers and assistance. So perhaps this king is critical to your financial situation, or you taking on those traits will be very important to you finding some kind of solution. What is driving this situation? The Knight of Wands, which is very different energy than the king. He wants to settle down, to be grounded, to have roots, to establish himself. And the Knight of Wands, he's got difficulty in settling down. He's very passionate. He's ambitious. So for some of you, what is behind a situation is perhaps travel, maybe a change of residence, maybe you're in negotiations, maybe you're in a very competitive field. But this is a situation where perhaps something needs to be done quickly, or somebody is acting very hastily. This knight is somebody who loves a challenge. So some of you, again, may be involved in competitive situations. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, or you've invented something, or you facilitate situations. Maybe you're involved in a new project, or perhaps you're on a mission. So this is about marketing yourself, making some plans for your business, perhaps doing a business campaign or counseling. You're selling an idea. And again, this knight is very passionate. He's on the move, but there's a tendency to fizzle out. He doesn't always follow through. So perhaps somebody's trying to motivate something to establish it, put it on firm footing. And you've put a lot of effort into trying to establish it, but you're going to have to keep putting effort if you want it to move, because there's a tendency for something that you've gotten going to kind of stall. Timing is going to be an issue this week. Your intuition may be right on par about something. Your instincts are telling you, which path to follow. However, there could be something that you are invested in that you think is going to work out, and then it falls through, or vice versa. Something that you think is a long shot actually turns out to be a success. Now, the Knight of Wands in his shadow is an opportunist. He's not trustworthy. He can be a liar or argumentative. Or again, he's promising a lot, but he's delivering very little. So this could be somebody who's unreliable or irresponsible. So either, there's something that you're trying to get going, and maybe, it's not on firm footing. Maybe you're going to have to push harder. Maybe you're going to have to push this king to provide the solution. Some of you are going to just quickly begin some kind of pursuit, or you're going to end it. But again, you may just as well accept a proposal, an offer, or maybe you form an alliance with somebody that you're involved with, or somebody that you've known previously. Or for some of you, you're going to step out there and take a risk, and it's not going to pay off for you. Now, this is also driven by self-worth. Salary does not determine worth. You're not what you own, and status is not the benchmark for your achievements. So this may be a week for you to really get clear on what your values are, how you feel about yourself, what your passion is, what's driving you. And again, in some instances, you're going to have to push harder to get something established.